Where are you from, Tuija?
I was born in Finland near Turku, so southern part of Finland.
Okay.
But I have lived in Canada for the last 35 years.
Wow.
So I have both passports. I'm a dual citizen, but my home is in Canada, in Vancouver.
If you compare European and Canadian customer experience, can you comment a little bit this? Are they so different, or they're quite similar, or is it because of the culture or because of the people?
That's a tough question because I often heard it when I started working in Finland about 8 years ago when I was asked to speak for the first time in Finland. A lot of people reacted when I brought up, Disney or, one of those my favorite companies. And it was sort of like, it's like the service is too nice and it's fake. It's not fake. That's how they are. It is not fake. That's how people are. When you go to a grocery store, they say, "How are you, Tuija? How are you, love? Is your day going fine?" And it doesn't mean that they're really interested in how my day is going, but they connect with me and they have that small talk, which of course even the Finnish language doesn't have small talk. They don't have the words. But I can't say that I could put, Italians and Finns and Portuguese and Polish and Estonians in the same bag and say they're all like that. Every country, every city has its own way of being a host, being a customer service person, and everyone has a lot to learn in that sense. And it's one of those things, it's never finished, it's never ready, it's never done, it's always broken. Today I wanted to talk about feelings and about the fact that no matter how many different tools we have to communicate with our audiences, it is still always the emotional connection that stays with people. That is the connection that will create fans and loyal clients and friends and whatever. So we shouldn't be afraid of emotions and shouldn't be afraid of connecting emotionally and not forget that somehow we tend to talk so much about the how, what are the tools, how can we add one more channel, one more connection, one more this, and I'm saying let's talk about the why. Why are we doing this? Why should the audience care? What is the emotion that they should be feeling once they leave the room?
Much more analyzing.
Yeah.
Let's predict the future. Mm-hmm. At the moment, nowadays, we have one way of, receiving this customer experience. Mm-hmm. But what do you think, Tuija, what kind of customer experience we will receive in 5 years, let's say?
5 years, I could probably say that all of the sort of the emerging technologies that we see now, they are probably going to, most of them become more common, and some of them will not succeed, and we just reject them. Customers, people, humans don't accept every crazy idea, even if it was somewhat good. The past is full of technology solutions that never did make it. So some of these that we are seeing today are not happening, but many probably are. And I do strongly believe that people will hang on to and really start demanding more and more of clarity, of peace, of silence, of directness, and we are getting tired of constant noise, constant bombarding, constant interruption. So any experience, any event, any communication that gives me that clarity and that helps me make sense of my life, that will succeed.
You said that people would like to find inner peace in customer experience. May I say that in 5 years or in the future we will meet with the people in the forest, where can be really noisy, but mainly in the forest it's quiet time.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not quiet. What do you think about it?
I think that some part of the events industry should take that ball and run with it.
To the forest.
To the forest, because the rest of them will go with the latest technology. You can always grab that to help you in the forest. You don't have to be afraid of technology. It can help you probably in the forest, but don't take the technology first and then the forest. Take the forest first, take the environment and the feeling first, and then very critically choose the technology that really is important, that really adds value to the customer, to the visitor. Don't just put them on top of each other because you can. Because I've been as a speaker, I go to a lot of events, and one of the problems clearly is that we offer people too many choices, and then it's very difficult for people to even decide what is important.
What's the right and
what's
important?
What is, I probably missed half of the stuff, like, well, why don't we give them a little bit less, but a little bit better, so that we are not so confusing. And I see still a lot of just adding, and there's a limit to how much people can add. So I think the brave ones will select. The brave ones will be simpler, more focused.